No more check engine light. It's finally fixed. Now I just might pass smog. So I recently had a check engine light on my car. The area code was P0453. And if you saw part 1 of this video, you saw that I found that a wire was broken and I tried to solder it together. That did not go well. Even though that video was my Citizen Kane, we'll put the link in the description and you make sure to watch it because, well, it's my Citizen Kane. It's as good as I can get, which is about as good as Orson Welles would have done at 8 years old. Maybe not that good. So here's how I fixed the problem for hardly any money. Code P0453 has to do with the fuel pressure sensor. Step 1, I had to get down to the fuel pressure sensor. That involved taking out the battery and the battery tray to get down to the fuel pressure sensor. Step 2, to allow me to work on the fuel pressure sensor connector, because it was the connector that ended up being the real issue, I cut the wires out because there were some frayed wires. If you watched the last video, you'll see that. Step 3, I checked each wire for continuity, and I found that the red wire did not have any. Previously, I thought the problem was the blue wire, but it turned out the red wire was also a problem. Step 4, I got out my trusty soldering iron. I took the wire and cut off any bad wire using a wire stripper. I stripped off the insulation, and then I took new 18 gauge wire and soldered it on. I then went into the car and did the same thing, soldering on the new wire to the existing wires that had been cut off. Step 5. Once it was all soldered in, I just reconnected the connector. After I reinstalled the connector, I reinstalled the battery. I put plenty of electrical tape around it as well as heat shrink, just to make sure that it didn't rub again, because it looked like maybe it rubbed against something as the original problem. Put it all back together, got in it and drove for a little while. No check engine light. Since the repair, I've been driving this for about a week and it hasn't come back on, so pretty confident that it's permanently fixed. So how much did it set me back? A whopping $7.99, as long as you've already got a multimeter, as long as you've already got a soldering iron and solder. Paid the $7.99 for some wire. So this story has a much happier ending than Citizen Kane. Or does it? Because I still need to pass smog. So now without the check engine light, my car looks a little less ratty. Still has this brake wear light. Now I replaced the brakes and I got the wire to fix that, but haven't had time to put it on because my socket key broke. Now I have to go fix that, get some new lug nuts on here, going without a key basically, just because I figure these wheels and rims, they're not worth that much money anymore. Not like they used to be. Not as popular. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Check out part 1 if you haven't already seen it, and you can see my Citizen Kane, which isn't very good, but it's my best. Make sure to comment if you found this helpful, and if you've gotten code P0453, what did you have to do? Did you have to replace the sensor? Was it an actual fuel pressure issue? And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you see more of the videos and you can see if they get any better than this. Hopefully they will. Thanks for watching. Yeah.